Not bad if they actually have some kind of like dipping sauce. I don't know. Maybe I'm weird. Okay, I know I'm weird, but I guess this isn't the real reason I'm weird. But, huh. I didn't think there was a way to like eat Doritos and them not be disgusting, but they're actually good with dipping sauce. Who knew? I don't know. I say with Doritos stuck in my tooth. Anyway, what are we gonna do? Was there another housing extension? I've done so many, I genuinely forgot. I genuinely forgot. Is there another housing extension? I don't actually know. Hmm. Oh, it's Isabelle. Dun dun dun. Oh, hold on. I didn't realize. I didn't realize I didn't do that. Oh. Yeah, see, it would have been helpful if I'd. Hold on. I'm just changing the settings on my video. I didn't realize it wasn't. I didn't realize something wasn't set the way it's supposed to be. Okay, cool. That's everything. Yeah, I forgot that since we time traveled again. Yummy? Oh, I guess yummy is the Dorito comment. They're not that bad with dipping sauce. That being said, I don't know if I have it in me to eat them plain. Also, Magic Cat, should I assume that you eat Dorito? Wait. Oh, you have snacks. Maybe that's what Awesome Asian's Yummy was commenting. I don't actually know. I wonder how far she'll walk. Because she's like drifting. I'm not doing this. Oh, I guess she'll run into the house? I don't actually know. There's Daisy May in the background with her nose running like always. Jesus Christ, would it kill her to take Tamiflu or something? No, apparently the character will just walk around. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm still not doing that. I wonder what'll make her stop. Ah, that would be it. Okay. I'm gonna nope. Nope. Still doing it. Ah, now she's stopped. Well, I'm gonna take control. I should really water my flowers. Yeah, sometimes she just randomly walks on her own. I don't know what to call it if it's not drift. Like, let me just randomly... I don't know. Let me go up here. And then I'm gonna stop moving her. And she does that. Because this is the good controller. The new one. Obviously, when she's running, that's me. But the slow serial killer walk that Michael Myers has, that's the drift. And the random turning in different directions when I tell her to do one thing. Yeah. Maybe getting in front of it? No, don't turn sideways. There we go. Still got it eventually. Yeah, if she turns in a random direction, that's not me. Oh, hello, Midge. Oh, for some reason I thought she would actually want something. Wait a minute. 3782. For some reason I thought we were closer, but... okay. Yeah, I thought we were closer, but that's fine. Oh, what are you allowed to eat your snacks then? Is it gonna come over? I love how she looks like she can't make up her mind, but it's literally just that it turns her in a different direction. Oh, well, I'm not gonna catch it, am I? Yeah, the slow serial killer walk is not me. Okay, so... Wow, it was really close to us. Waiting for your stomach to decide. What does it gotta decide? Oh. Hold on. Nope, we're too far. So we have to go back over and I guess try to hit it on the other side. Space for snacks. Why does that remind me of like second breakfast or something? That's funny. Come on. Because it's still not close enough. But it was too far over on the other side. Bad distance, maybe? Maybe we were too far away. Yeah, we were too far away the first time. You didn't eat much at dinner. And you have snacks waiting in the wings to be devoured. What did you have for dinner? Better yet, what are your snacks? Wait, reception counter? How does this work? Hold on. First of all, let me put that down before we randomly shoot into the sky again. What does this even look like? Oh my god. Why? Why would they... I'm so tempted just to sell it. I'm so tempted. What is the point of giving us this? Why? I probably won't sell it just in case someone like wants it as a favor or something. No, over here. Oh my god. Over here. Thank you. Jesus Christ. Did you not have an appetite at dinner? That's fair. There are definitely times I don't feel like eating. Ooh. I didn't realize the peacock butterfly was so pretty. Do I actually have a... Ooh, I did remake the fishing rod. I wasn't sure if I did. That is not a fishing rod. That is a fishing rod. Please be an actual fish. I'm tired of pulling up boots and old tires and whatever. A tin can, that's what the other thing was. Wait. Oh, these are your snacks. Popcorn, 2 candy sticks, cheese chips, and mini cookies. Aww. I always love seeing the little tiny cookies. The only thing is they're usually hard, and I like soft cookies. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, not too soft, not soggy, but I don't know. Like, when they're freshly baked and they come out and they're kind of like warm and they're not too gooey, but they're soft. I'm probably not making any sense. Good. Yeah, I prefer soft cookies over hard cookies. I don't want a crunchy cookie. I don't think it's an octopus because that was awfully slow. Yeah, I didn't think so. Is it not gonna let her? Okay. What sort of cookies are they? Am I obsessing over the cookies? Yes, I am. I love cookies. Are they chocolate chip? Wait, did you say? I don't think you said. Yeah, you just said mini cookies. Raisin, chocolate chip, snickerdoodle. Do y'all have snickerdoodle over there? I know chocolate chip's kind of universal because it's chocolate chip, but... I still think their eels look like snakes. I feel like they could have worked on that like a little bit. I don't know who okayed this design, but that just looks like a snake. Ooh, rainbow chocolate chip. That's always fun. Did they use, what's the word? Did they use M&Ms for the rainbow part? There's actually a lot back here today. There's this local place. They, as far as I know, they just sell cookies, or at least it's the thing they mostly sell. It's so good. Anyway, the snickerdoodle's to die for. It's like there's crack in it or something. Don't know your job is to eat it. You don't know what you're eating? That's a little dangerous. Feeling dangerous today. God, that makes me think of that video I saw with my husband where there were people who were... It's probably staged, but basically people, like, mispronouncing English words, whether it's on purpose or not, in ways that were just comical. God. The one that really stuck with me was the one for dangerous, when they were like... God, what did she even say? Dangaris or something? I don't know. It was pretty funny. It cracked me up. Dunkin' Donuts coffee? So, like, an actual fresh coffee from a Dunkin' Donuts, like, physical store? Or, like, a little bottle from, like, your version of Walmart or a convenience store that says Dunkin' Donuts coffee on it? In a bottle. Okay. I thought so. Well, mostly because of how common it is for, like, Starbucks and Dunkin' Donuts to have those little, like, coffee bottles in stores. I don't know. I really wish he'd give us more useful stuff. I never use the recipes he gives me. Like, I know I need to, collect recipes to get the badge. The recipe badge. But it's so irritating because it's like I'm not going to use these. I never use these. And I looked at the actual pricing for the items you can make with, like, pearls, for instance, like all the mermaid items. And it's actually better for me to just sell the pearls because I don't actually get an increase in price. Like, I did the math for most of the items and it's actually the same price, but with more work for me if I try to make the item. So, at least in the normal store. I don't know if there's any kind of, like, trading or whatever where it's worth more, but it wasn't worth it to just sell it in the normal store. So, that's why I don't do it that way. That is blasphemy. They do not taste the same. At least, not to me. I've had both and I don't think they taste the same. Well, I don't think the in-person taste the same. I have no idea about the pre-made bottles. For all I know, the pre-made bottles are indistinguishable, but in person, if you actually go to a Starbucks location or a Dunkin' location, I don't think their stuff tastes the same. And I'm not even a coffee person. I feel like that lends the review? I don't even know. Assessment. That lends the assessment more weight because I feel like half the time for me, quote, coffee is just coffee, which probably itself sounds like blasphemy, but they taste different. Okay, I need to go back to the beach and drop some of this stuff off. You're addicted to coffee? Yeah, there's a surprising amount of coffee drinkers. Like, so many people drink coffee. I personally like tea. Both the, quote, real version that's hot and also the sweet version. But I love different blends of, like, herbal and, like, floral tea. Like, yeah, I like, quote, real tea, too. It's just... Anyway, I tend to be a tea person. Well, I also like hot chocolate. Not gonna lie, I also like hot chocolate. I don't get people's obsession with coffee because, y'all gonna be salty about this, but I'm not gonna lie, it's nasty. to me. Like, just plain coffee. I have to doctor the hell out of that. I'm not sorry, but I have to put cream. I have to put sugar. I did quite like that, what do they call it? Dirty chai, where they have the, like, normal flavoring of that. And then they also add, do they add coffee or add espresso? I don't even remember. I'm not a coffee person. I drink tea. Right? Plain coffee is nasty AF. I was like, no. I don't like plain coffee. I can't drink it plain. Well, I can drink it plain, but I'm not going to enjoy it because it's not good plain. It's just not, and y'all shouldn't pretend otherwise. Where did the yellow... I already forgot what it's called, but where did the yellow butterfly go? What on earth? Oh. I was like, why did it just disappear? Wow. Okay. I don't usually have such a bad time trying to catch butterflies, but I also don't usually have my character turning in 3 different directions, so... Yeah, I don't know. I don't like plain coffee. Ever. That's a no-no for me. No, I've used... Asked your love what he wants you to draw. What did he say? It's not something impossible, is it? Why do they always do this as if I've suddenly forgot the next week? It's very annoying. The policy's always the same. Why bring it up again unless you're going to change it? Stop. Okay. Are you done? Alright, I'll wait. A character that... What character did he ask you to draw? Which one was it? Which character? Spill. Who is it? Oh. I don't actually know who that is, but best of luck. My stick people are ugly, so I can't help you. Oh, he's fine? Oh, good to know. I don't even know who it is, so I have to take your word for it. Actually, there's this wonderful oracle at my fingertips called Google. Let me just type that name in. Google Images. His face isn't actually show... Okay, now his face is showing a little bit there. I guess this is the same person. Yeah, same clothing. Huh. What's his hair look like? Does he have hair? Wait, where's the Wikipedia page? Look, I have to do my own assessment, okay? I can't take your word for it. Jesus. Wait. Is he 65 in the image? Or just by the end of the game? Is there a gallery so we can actually see more of his face? Jesus, this is so long. Maybe under appearances? I don't know. Romantic life. No, that's too much, what's the word? Drama? I don't even know. That's too much for this. Ah, I see more pictures. He's alright. I'm not into facial hair. I want to see how long his hair is. Oh, that's a decent length. It's long enough to play with. Yeah, okay, that's acceptable. His hair's long enough to play with. He's actually not that bad looking. I'm just not a facial hair person. I was like, you know what? That's decent. I see it. Wait, what? You said he gives you evil vibes? Is he supposed to be evil? I have no knowledge of these games, so I don't actually know. I mean, for all I know, he's fucking Santa Claus. Like, I don't know. I don't know anything. The wiki was way too damn long for me to read through it while I'm on stream, unless I do a dramatic reading of the entire thing. But considering the fact I may not actually know how to pronounce some of the words, depending on what place and character names are there, I'm probably not going to read it out loud. Of course, screwing up their names as badly as possible, whether or not it's on purpose, probably would at least add humor to this, I guess. Oh wow, so many of my flowers had babies. What? Yeah, some of my flowers had babies. There are extra flowers! Does that mean the field, like, this will continue to grow and there's going to be a whole field? I don't know how to feel about that. Anyway. So? Just because someone's an assassin doesn't mean they're a bad person. I mean, look at the entire cast of Naruto. Clearly, being an assassin doesn't mean that you're a complete waste of space garbage human being. I mean, it could, but it's not a given. Besides, as long as they're not trying to assassinate me personally or anyone I actually care about living, then why would I care what they do for a living? That's their business. As long as it doesn't interfere with my business, I don't give a fuck! Ah, learning human anatomy. That's gonna be fun. Good luck. Bodies are stupid. So, it's just a little homicide. My morals are a little flexible, so it's like, well, he's not trying to kill me, so does it matter? Does it matter to me personally? Does it matter in, like, my life in the grand scheme of things? Will he try to hurt my family? Will he try to hurt my dog? You know, etc., etc.? Does it even matter? I don't know. It's just a little thing. Like, it's not like he's trying to murder you. I just murdered someone else. I don't think it's our business as long as he's not trying to kill us. I mean, that people have died for less. Don't fuck around with that. People have died for less. It's not my business. You were gonna say something, but it's unholy. I just literally said I could excuse murder if they're not trying to kill me. Well, I mean, I do have standards. Obviously, I don't want to watch someone murder a bunny rabbit or a kid or someone defenseless or some random old person who hasn't done anything wrong. It's... What were you going to say that's unholy? Also, how many things can be worse than debating the merits of murder? Please, inform me. I mean, you do realize that most people are murderers or are complicit in murder, right? I mean, you do end something's life on purpose prematurely for your own benefit. I don't know what else you can call it. Every time we kill a bug or eat meat or eat eggs, what do y'all think is happening? Like, just saying. We're all murderers to some extent. Everyone's killed a bug, for instance. Usually, unless your religion prohibits that. I guess unless your religion literally prohibits you from killing anything, You've probably killed something before, which probably makes you a murderer because it was probably on purpose at some point. I guess if it wasn't on purpose, it's manslaughter. I mean, how many people have accidentally killed their goldfish because they didn't know what the fuck they were doing when they were 5? It's not pretty, but it happens. I'm just saying. Most people have killed something. Most people are murderers. Just saying. Exactly, like you said, it's life. Gotta eat or get eaten. Even the fucking plants aren't exempt because Venus flytraps exist. They're plants that eat bugs. Big fish eat little fish, etc. Birds eat worms. I mean, hell, even straight up herbivores kill things to eat. Unless you think plants aren't really alive, which is just a goddamn lie. Everything has killed something at least once. Just saying. Whether it's your cat bringing back a mouse, you swatting a spider, everyone's killed something at least once. We're all murderers. If murder is wrong, and if killing something with intent is murder, then technically that means we all start off with the same baseline of being a bad person, right? I think it's the intent, the number of murders, the type of murder, etc. that really determines it, if you're going to base it off of that. But it feels kind of hypocritical because, well, like I said, everyone's killed something. Even if it's just a spider. Not to make you have an entire existential crisis, but by that logic, no one's allowed to be a good person because most people are, in fact, murderers. Just saying. She's gonna drift for a few steps while I read the chat because I can only see a few messages at a time. An ant would sue you? What? What do you mean? But yeah, like, it's just... the level of naivete just to be like... I don't know. I'm not trying to be cruel, but I'm just saying, everyone's killed something, so it feels kind of weird to be like, he's evil because he's killed something before. That logic falls apart very fast if that's all you're basing it on. I mean, if you said he's killed 100 puppies in a row because he likes killing puppies, then I would agree he's a bad person. Just killing puppies for the hell of it is definitely a bad person thing to do. That's very bad and you shouldn't do it. It's just like saying someone's a bad person because they've killed something and that's it with no context or any intellectual honesty. I don't know. I'm just saying everyone's killed something. I don't know how many spiders, mosquitoes, flies, ants, moths that I have, you know, technically murdered since I killed them with intent, malicious intent. I don't want anything biting me. I don't know how many times I've been bitten by mosquitoes. I think I've been bitten by an ant before, actually. Thank fuck it wasn't a fire ant. I'm just saying. No one's hands are clean. And if he's not trying to murder me... I mean, what do you expect me to do with my weak-ass body? My disabled asthmatic self? Fist fight him? Bitch, please. If y'all want him to stop that badly, y'all can stop him. My weak ass isn't going to be able to do it, and I'm not going to get killed trying to do it. That would be my logic. Otherwise, it's just not my business. Alright. It also feels a bit hypocritical to make it about him doing something unpleasant for a living because most people do something unpleasant for a living. So that in and of itself is also a very shitty argument, IMO. Even if someone's like, but he gets paid for something bad. The concept of being paid at all, like capitalism itself, being in the capitalistic machine, feeding into it, keeping it alive, that's bad too, my guy. Just saying. People are too quick to pretend they have the moral high ground. I mean, how many insurance people have denied someone a medical procedure because they tried to say it wasn't really necessary when the person definitely needed it? I mean, at least he admits to what he's doing and isn't a fucking hypocrite. He doesn't pretend to be holier than he is. Hello. You are back again. I'm eating these I might as well just not even eat the rest of these chips. I'm eating these way too slowly. This is taking too long. I'll finish them later. Wait, how many spaces do I have? Okay. I love that it spawned directly in front of me. I really do wish she could swim faster. I love that her entire wetsuit just went over the wizard robe, no questions asked. But for some reason, her shoes can't go over her shoes. But her wetsuit can go over a full set of wizard's robes. How does that make sense? I'm so confused. Why would she... I just don't get why parts of this game aren't consistent. If you can't put shoes over shoes, why can you put clothes over clothes? That makes no sense. That's stupid. Pick one! Pick a side, bitch! You had to get in a call with your cousin so she could show you how to draw eyes. I love that. Bless. You can do it! I've heard that hands can be kind of hard to do. I don't know how true that is, especially since I usually just have some really ugly stick figures, but it's whatever. Oops. Wait. Mmm. Come on, there's gotta be something else back here, right? Wait, how are you with drawing ears? This is gonna be really interesting. And the other thing about eyes is making sure they're not too far apart. Unless they're supposed to be on that particular person. I mean, most people's eyes are kind of proportionate in a certain way. There are some real life people whose eyes are way too far apart. Or actually are crooked. So you can't even say it's incorrect. Because some people actually look like that. I guess the worst part is if you weren't going for that look. You said the drawing needs God. I feel like that's like the equivalent of when Americans are like, that needs Jesus. And again, I'm not a Christian. I'm just talking about the saying. It's got the same vibe. That's hilarious. It needs something. I don't know who it is, apparently. You said it needs something. It needs somebody. Nah, it's probably not that bad. I mean, it could be because I don't really know anyone who's particularly good at eyes, but I'm sure it's not that bad. So you're using an actual sketch pad. Okay. Wait, what? What are we waiting for? I'm swimming around pulling up sea creatures. And I don't know what happens to these sea creatures. I just sell them to Timmy and Tommy. I don't know what they do with them. For all I know, they release all of them. Or eat all of them. Or resell them. I don't really know what they do with them. I don't know if they're used for pets, for food, for materials. I just know I sell them to those twins. And then the twins, you know, give me money. I don't know what the twins do later. They probably do a bunch of shady shit for Tom Nook. But I don't really know what they do with what I bring them. What? You said wait and then... Oh. Hold on. Okay. Let me look on Discord. I don't know why it... I don't know actually how to turn off the buzzes. Buzzing. Buzzing. Huh. Well, that's already loads better than what I can do, so don't feel ashamed. Yeah. I mean, I guess I could get... Do I still have that sketchbook? Yeah. No, my drawing is comically bad. Lord have mercy. It doesn't matter what the format is. Digital, non-digital. I almost wish I could start up a drawing channel that was just about how badly I can draw something. I don't know if it would actually get popular or not, but instead of coming on to watch good art, just come on to see how badly I can screw up a concept. Just staring at his eye. Well, you tried. And it actually is recognizable as an eye, so that's 2 points in your favor. I don't really know that you would recognize my eyes as eyes, so kudos? I think? Yeah, kudos. Stop. Stop. You done? Are you done? Cool. Oh, fuck me. Anyway. Stop. Apparently, it wants her to yeet herself into the ocean. I didn't think she was doing that badly, but alright. Now, where was that darn thing? Well, I think we lost it, so... Okay, that's... Alright. It's not the greatest, but there's not much I can do about it. One more for good measure. Huh, I didn't even know that was there. Oh, there's one. That's not the one I saw before, but that'll do. Was it here? No. Turn. Yes. No? Hmm. I was a little too far the first time. Yeah, exactly. I don't think it looks that bad. That doesn't mean that it can't be improved, because most people can be improved in their art, but it's not that bad. I mean, I feel like there are some people out there who would be way harsher critics, but that's A, because they're assholes, and B, because they've clearly never seen anything I tried to draw. Just saying. I'm not just being self-deprecating for the hell of it. It's actually quite bad. You do not want to see me attempt to draw the same thing. Also, I personally think the eyebrow looks very natural. Just my opinion, though. You know, not an artist. Ooh, it's a pearl. Yeah, just my opinion. It's not like I'm an artist or anything. It's just, you know. I feel like if it was like... I feel like if it was bad, it would be apparent whether or not someone was an artist. So the fact that it's not that level means it's fine. Oh, crap. There's something behind me, too? Yeah. Wasn't there an eyebrow? Hold on. Well, let me dive down and get this, actually. Probably seaweed or an anemone, but let me go back to what I was looking at. Yeah, the eyebrow you drew. I think it actually looks like an eyebrow, so... Just saying. Also, I think the eye itself looks nice. At least as your first eye. At least your eye looks like an eye. Do you know how many eyes I've drawn that don't look like eyes? It's been a decade and I still can't draw an eye. Would I have probably improved if I tried to draw an eye every day for the past decade? Probably. Would it be any good? Debatable. Probably not, but who knows? But the fact of the matter is, I have in fact tried eyes multiple times, even if it wasn't every day for the past decade, and it still sucks, so I don't really know what to tell ya. Just saying. Actually, is there some stuff I can leave here? Oh, I didn't put my glasses down. That probably would have freed up a space, but otherwise, the only thing that I could really drop is the extra tools. I'm just gonna leave a bunch of extra tools here. Nothing to see here. Is there an extra? I thought there was an extra. Oh, it must have already broken. Never mind. I think there were actually 4 items back here, so I can only take 2. That's okay. Actually, is there something I could leave here temporarily too? Yeah, I'll just come back for them because I don't want to have to make multiple trips just to get 2 things. Seems dumb. Well, obviously your cousin's a good advisor slash teacher because, you know. But yeah, my drawings are kind of a nightmare. I still remember when I was way younger, when I tried to draw a horse, and my mom asked if it was a wolf. Granted, despite the fact that my mom is in fact an asshole, she was not just being an asshole. It looked like some kind of weird chimera creature. To be fair, she was not just being an asshole, even though she's an asshole. It was terrible. I'm surprised I could tell what it was, and I drew the damn thing. Anxiety can hold you back a lot, yeah. Yeah, I feel like anxiety can hold someone back from doing the most basic things. But no one chooses to be anxious, and you can't just choose to not be anxious, so it doesn't really matter how you feel about it, it still kicks you in the teeth. Oh. Well, we'll try. Able to control your mind and zones you out from your thoughts. Okay. No. Yes. Oh, nope, I did it too soon. My bad. Well, I'm glad. Especially since you seem to enjoy drawing. Well, I think everyone enjoys drawing to some extent, right? But we're just... not everyone's good at it. Yeah. So many people I know can draw really well, and I'm just like... dang. Lucky. I wish I could draw people's requests. Can't even draw my own requests. What do your friends ask you to draw characters too, or just like kind of random stuff? I was about to say, did everything swim off? Where are all the bubbles? I swear they hide as soon as my pockets are empty. It's moving. Okay, so not seaweed then. Holy crap! Hey, that thing's worth like 15,000 bells. Nice. I was wondering when I'd run into another one. It's the season for him. Thing's bigger than her head. Her head's pretty fucking big, so that's actually a huge clam. And what'd they say? Do you feel like you're better at drawing people or not people? Which is so terribly unspecific, but I don't know a better way to ask. Also, do you feel like you tend to draw more realistic or less realistic? Props like boats. Ah. Okay. That makes sense. Well, I'm just asking because, I know someone who drew, like, more realistic stuff really well. But then my best friend draws more, like, fantasy type stuff better. So, you know, I don't know. Then I have a different friend who kind of has a knack for making, like, fantasy and sci-fi stuff look realistic. Versus more fantastical or cartoonish, so. Different drawing styles, different focuses, different, strengths. Okay. Although, between the various adult cartoons and anime itself, there's nothing wrong with drawing a, quote, cartoony style because, obviously, it pays very well. Well, I don't know. I think I've heard that the Japanese animators kind of have shitty working conditions, and I don't think they're quite paid what they should be paid, but, well, the fact that it pays at all is really cool. I wish artist's labor was actually valued what it should be. Is that confetti? I love that. At first I thought it was Christmas lights. Because it's so tiny, but it's confetti. That's cute. Oh. Oh, yeah, we have plenty of room then. Why does he have these little... What is it called? A buoy? Why does he have these out here? It's a little weird. How is Tom Nook's fence not some kind of safety hazard for marine life? I feel like so many sea creatures would get caught in this net and possibly get injured or die. Why is he doing this? Like, it's a little weird. Which is fair. And even if you're not satisfied with how the character looks this time, you can always just redraw him over and over and improve on how he looks. And it doesn't matter if it's your character or someone else's. You can do that for any character. Just redraw them over and over and change and improve things over time on them. Dang, I'm so jealous of people that have talents like that. And I don't usually feel jealous of people, but... yeah. Art's just so cool. Because I feel like any idiot has the potential to become athletic, but not everyone has just this innate gift to do art. So, I appreciate art way more. At least in my opinion, anyway. I always hear artists say that, and it always feels patently untrue. Because even y'all's first drawings, like all 3 or 4 of my friends I'm thinking of plus you, all of y'all's first drawings since like first grade were pretty good. Like from the start. And then they just improved over time. And then, well, I'm not saying all of you were like the best in the world. I'm just saying like, I feel like the first drawings I saw my like 3 or 4 friends doing when we were younger, I felt like they were always so much better than anyone our age. Just from the beginning. And they were always doodling, always doing their art style, always, you know, and their first drawings when they first started drawing were always better than the rest of us. And I just feel like it's not true. Like, I feel like it's intellectually dishonest for people to say, like, oh, no, I only got this way because I practiced. Like, yes, you got better because you practiced. But you were already better than most of us. Like, the entire time I was making sad, ugly stick figures, my friend was drawing, like, fully fleshed characters, and you could tell who they were each time. You could tell what they were, because, you know, they weren't human. You know, she could draw different expressions, different poses. She was drawing full-on comics. And I couldn't even draw stick people. So I think it's just intellectually dishonest to say that all good artists started off at the same place as non-artists, because that's not true. I know it's not true. I'm not saying that there's not a lot of hard work that goes into art, because there is, and artists are always improving, but it's genuinely intellectually dishonest to be like, oh yeah, all really good artists started off at the same as all mediocre artists and all people who aren't artists at all. That's not true. We didn't all start off the same. Because all of my friends I know who are talented artists, they started off being better at art than everyone else we knew. They just started off better. Obviously, practicing all the time, all the hard work improved them. But they started off better. Exactly. I'm not saying you're bad at art, but that's the point. There's always someone that's just inherently better at art, that just starts off being better at art. So it feels intellectually dishonest to be like, oh, no, everyone has a chance to be an artist. That's not true. No matter how hard you work, if you're just not good at something, then you're just not good at it. That's like saying if a short person tries hard enough, they'll be tall one day. That's not true. Sometimes, no matter how hard you try, you'll never be good at something, and I frankly feel like people aren't told that's okay enough. They're always made to feel like they're just not working hard enough to be good at something, when in fact, sometimes you're just not good at something, and that's okay. You're allowed to suck at something. Also, hello, Samurai Link. Link is in like the whole Zelda thing? Oh no, hold on. To the point that you threw your sketchbooks away in disappointment? Why? Why does it matter if they were better than you? At least you could actually do art. I'd kill to be able to... Well, I wouldn't literally kill. It's an idiom. It's an English expression. Where someone's like, I'd kill to be that pretty or tall or charismatic or whatever. You know, it's like, dang. I'd kill to be that good at art. Again, this is an idiom, not a threat against someone. It's just an English saying. Holy crap, I found 2 of them. The ocean is giving today. Damn. Honestly, it's really insulting that that whole AI art thing came up, because it's like... It's just so fucked up. And I have no respect for AI artists, because they're just stealing other people's work. Why can't they just be honest about sucking like the rest of us, instead of stealing from other people and pretending to be good? Like, do you know how cheap and shitty that is? Anyway. Oh. Of course you were working hard enough. It's not like everyone has to consistently be at the same pace. I'm glad that your cousin's helping you improve. Instead of being kind of, like, snotty and stuck up about it, I guess. There are two kinds of people. People who will help you because you asked, and people who will look down on you for asking for help. And the opinions of the second kind of people are not valid and don't matter. They have no rights here. I could have sworn I missed someone's message, but I don't know. For some reason, the little inside of Twitch Studio, for some reason, it only shows like 1.5 messages at a time. So I apologize if I missed someone. It's not even that many people. I can't imagine the absolute chaos of having hundreds of people in here and only being able to see 1 or 2 messages at a time. That sounds like nightmare fuel. Is there anything you especially like to draw? Any, like, specific person or thing, I guess? Aw, she did? That's so sweet. Or, wait, I don't remember if you said your cousin was... I actually don't even remember your cousin's gender at this point. I'm so sorry. Ah, what is wrong with me? Okay, yeah. I thought so. Okay. I'm sorry, I forgot. Maybe I'll make it the sea star because we already have so many of those. And now I have to go back to... I don't even know where I... Hold on. Where are we exactly? Are we close enough to actually go back to shore? I think we are, but... Link did? Hold on. Ah! It would also help if it wasn't displaying your names as the same color. Not gonna lie, that makes it harder to tell apart. Ah. Your names show up as the same color on my screen, so I legit didn't even see it because it just blended in together. It kind of made it invisible. Yeah. Oh! Yes! Is that a setting I can change, or is that only on y'all's end? Huh, it disappeared that fast. Okay, whatever. I don't want to demolish my flowers, so I'm trying to be extra careful. Oop, okay. That's neat. Oh, I'll try to catch it. Oh! Okay. I said try, like I wasn't gonna be able to. I don't even know what color mine shows up as, honestly. It's something. It's something, and that's all I know. Nope, way too far away. Okay. That's okay. I'll just turn the stuff in. I show up as orange? Oh, Lord. What does Midge want? Hello, Midge. What? What's wrong? Oh. Okay. She'll figure it out. It's fine. I think. She's not having memory issues, right? Speaking of memory issues, how do I change my screen name color? I don't actually know. I'm just letting her drift around while I try to figure this out, but I don't actually know. How do I... I see how to choose whether or not I have the dark mode theme, but that's not particularly helpful. That's a loaded question. No? Like the only three dots I can see when you click on them, it says show viewers list. Is that what I'm supposed to see? And honestly, markers are one of the best things to be able to use. I think markers are so fun. Not that I have any particularly good ones, but I don't need particularly good ones though, because I'm not an artist, so I don't need fancy ones. Where on earth? Where's the charger? Is that it? Ah, here it is. Okay. There we go. I still think they look like snakes. I would swear those were snakes if I didn't know better, but they're eels. So wild. As it is, I've turned everything into blathers before, so I don't actually have to worry about the entry. I'm just making sure I don't sell my tools or my glasses. Cool. I need to put my glasses in my house is what I need to do, but I keep carrying them around like a dumbass. Ooh, really now? I'll definitely take that. This sea business is so profitable. What did I get an achievement for? I mean, it's got to be somewhere. Oh, wait. What is it? Nook miles for miles. Oh. Oh, crap. The next achievement for that's 1,000? Well, I'm not particularly looking forward to that, but, well, what can you do but keep going? Whoop. I'm just glad I'm not leaving anything in the box anymore. Oh, nice. I actually caught it. So I'm going to go back to the other shore, get the things I didn't get before. And I definitely have to... Oh. Never mind. Cool. Okay. List of first priorities. What are my first priorities? I guess my first priorities are going to be... Because I left my branches on the other side of the island, but I left my other things on this side of the island. I don't know. Yeah, and there's a message in a bottle too, which is usually a recipe, but not always. It's a recipe like 99% of the time. Also, Magic Cat, you never came back? What are we waiting on? You said wait, and then nothing happened. Yeah, I'll just run along the shore back to the other side of the island. That's fine. How many shells are there? Enough. Yeah, that's that's a good answer to that question. Enough. No, she's too sideways. Yeah, she won't turn. I want her to be slightly... Yeah, there we go. And let's hope it's not going to turn out to be a boot or a tire or something. What? Well, fuck you too, fish. Alright, that should be far enough. I still need to turn in the damn vampire squid to Blathers, but I keep leaving it. My bad. Oh, it's a... I can't actually catch it because I don't have a net, but I don't have a net because I can't make a net until I go get my branches. Although, I suppose I could just shake a random tree for branches so that I don't miss out on things I go by. Oh. Alright, let me go to Discord while we're bullying a tree. I mean, we're just bullying the tree, so... Okay, that's all that's gonna happen. 2, 3, 4, 5. I thought there was gonna be a 6th one, but hold on, let's see. Oh, there we go. It doesn't actually look like that on the not desktop, on the laptop version. But I can, I guess I can enter the chat through the app on my phone and do it. I don't usually do that unless I'm trying to check the sound, but okay. Why not? I don't actually know what color I show up, so that's fine. That's fine. Let's see. Alright, so I'm on my own channel. Okay. I can't believe I already forgot what other thing you hit. The other thing you hit. Oh. I don't understand. What did you touch? Think like identity. Hold on. Oh. Okay. Okay. Will it show that change even on the laptop though? It shows up as green on the laptop chat screen, and it shows up as orange in my phone, and I don't know what it shows up to you as. Why is it 3 different colors? From inside my own app, it looks orange, and from my laptop, well, technically it's my husband's laptop, it looks green. Why do they all show 3 different screen colors? Because you said it's pink. What the hell is readable colors? Yeah. Ah! Never mind. Well, that's weird. So in the little window that's provided on the laptop, because of I'm using Twitch Studio, it does show up as pink. But since I'm still in the chat on my phone so that I can actually change the settings, it still shows up as orange. I guess it doesn't matter if all of you see it differently, but wow. Okay, whatever. I don't know. I could have sworn oh, there's a stink bug. I don't know if I can get up here without it running away, but we'll try. I did. I already turned it off. Alright, I have to actually go back down and craft the net. Yeah. The phone is the only place I have the settings, so of course I did it on phone. And the phone is the place where it doesn't show up as pink. It's... I don't know why it's doing this to me. It just doesn't like me. Yeah, at least everyone else can see it, is what I said, but I can't see it, so I just kind of have to... If I didn't have the little window in Twitch Studio where I'm streaming, I wouldn't even know it was pink, to be honest, because I couldn't see it when I changed it in the app, so... That's fun. That's fun. Hey. Sorry. There we go. Okay. So maybe it hasn't been long enough or whatever. Those are all the flowers I picked yesterday. Yeah, it might not even be here now. It's not. Let's sigh. Oh well. You feel hyped for what? Okay then, I wonder what, Oh, a music box. Really? That's such a weird note to put with a music box. The number of tools that can also be used as weapons is quite astounding. You didn't drink your tea yet? What a crime. Wait, what kind is it? Well, now I'm curious. Do other parts of the world have anything like sweet tea? Like it's made in America? Because, like, obviously there's regular, like, hot tea, like, different floral and herbal teas. You know, and then just plain black tea, green tea, white tea, etc. But... Ooh, peach flavored tea. Does it have, like, peach blossom? Is that... Yeah, that's a thing. Oh, I guess I could have used little dried out peach pieces, too. Ah. Nice. Because, again, I like both. I like the regular, like, the usual hot tea, you know, green tea, black tea. I have jasmine tea right now that I really like. So it's got, like, jasmine flower petals with all green tea base. It's really nice. Then there are different ones that are just herbal. You know, I've had orange blossom, lemon balm, rose hip, yada yada. But I also like regular, like, American southern sweet tea. It's good. I like both. Very different flavors, though. Very different vibe. I feel like depending on where you go in the world, especially in the US, depending on which one you whip out and where you whip it out, you might get slapped. I know for a fact some people do not appreciate Southern people's love of sweet tea. And some people really don't appreciate Americans' general love of cold tea. It's kind of funny, actually. Sorry, I was drinking. Water. Obviously. What are you so hyped for? Just the tea? I mean, I guess tea is good. And I do like that different teas have different flavors. I mean, supposedly different blends of coffee are supposed to have different flavors, but, you know, I'm a blasphemer and I think coffee's just coffee. But I'm also not a coffee person. I'm just like, it's all the same to me. I feel like tea just has a different depth of flavor, different variety. Don't start a tea coffee war in the chat. What, are you supposed to be getting up and exercising or something? Or you're not supposed to be getting up and exercising. It is, once again, late where you are. Well, it's kind of how time tends to work, but you know what I mean. I guess there's technically nothing wrong with you, like, working out super late. Do you have the zoomies? Or what? Doth you have the zoomies? I. Is there anything you can do to kind of work it out? Like, can you take a walk or kind of like jump around or... I don't even know. Do you do push-ups? I don't know. Like, is there anything you can do? Like, shake your hands? Something? Dance? I don't know. Stim? I don't know if you mean you don't have anywhere to walk or you physically can't walk. You can't walk around your room? Well, I guess depending on how many floors your house has and how thin the walls and flooring are, you might wake up your family. But, I don't know. I guess sometimes I forget that not everyone lives in a house that's large enough to just walk around. I don't even have a big house, though. My house is actually considered small. I mean, you don't need that much space. You just need, what, 3 to 6 feet to walk in one direction, then turn and walk along the other wall. You don't even need that big of a house. But use log instead of leg. Log problems. Why did my brain go to math? I was like, no, I don't want more log problems. Please, I beg of you, have mercy. I barely survived the first time. So... Are you... Do you... Do you consider yourself disabled then? Or is it just a temporary thing where you sprained your ankle so you, like, can't use it right now kind of thing? Oh, it's a lobster. Okay. Okay, that's fair. There's a lot I can't do because of my lungs, and also I get random joint and, like, bone pain, so I have a cane and pain medicine for bad days. So, I get it. Sometimes that doesn't really... How do I explain it in a way that doesn't sound bad? For me, sometimes that doesn't really matter because sometimes it's like I have so much energy inside of me that it doesn't really matter what I'm dealing with. I need to go do something. Because it's like my brain can't or won't turn off. Or it's like my body's excited even though it really needs to calm the fuck down and go to sleep. So sometimes I do have to get up and like walk around. Although if it is a day where I'm in so much pain I can't walk, I usually just have to find some way to like stim with my hands and keep my brain occupied. So I don't go stir crazy not being able to walk around when I'm that hyper. So... Yeah, that's fair. I mean, do you have like pain days or is I mean, you're not obligated to tell me anything, honestly. I just don't know how much it's like me or if it's very different cuz like, I grew up with a girl who couldn't really use her legs at all because of, like, functional reasons. And she had, like, leg braces and crutches and a chair. And whereas with me, as far as we know, it has nothing to do with function and everything to do with, like, random bone and joint pain with seemingly no cause. That makes it too painful to walk. But it's not a lack of ability to walk versus her lack of ability to walk. Most of the time. So it's like, I'm like, I don't know if it's... I'm trying to figure out what it is for you. Oh. So kind of resistance and pain. I mean, it's not like I can diagnose it because I'm not a doctor. I know that there's different reasons people can have difficulties with mobility. That's all. Yeah, because it's like, as far as we can tell, there's nothing wrong with the like function of my leg as far as us not seeing anything on like x-rays and scans and stuff, but obviously the pain is coming from somewhere and it's the pain that makes it hard to walk. So we still don't really know why it's happening, like we may never know. I'm honestly happy for you. It's very freeing to find like a means of movement so that you can do what you want to do when you want to do it. Swap. No, I want to cover the hole. Bad character. Just cover up the hole. Thank you. What should we put here? Where's the area where we put our other tools? I feel like we could just put the extra net over here since we haven't really used the new one. I mean, there's already a net there, but... Where did I put the other tools? I mean, they had to go somewhere, so... I'm trying not to completely destroy my flowers, but it's touch and go here. Ah, okay, there we go. There we go. It was hard for me to see behind the tree, so I was just kind of going in there without seeing anything, rip. Did I really walk that far? Okay. Yeah? I'm just glad both of us are able to still move around the way we want to move around. Not everyone's that lucky. So you can pet dogs? Really? How did I have a feeling this would somehow circle back to petting dogs? Although, with how much you like petting dogs, I don't think literally anything would keep you from doing it. If you had to pull yourself forward only on your elbows during the apocalypse across a mile of broken cobblestones just to pet a dog, you would absolutely do it. Because you really like petting dogs. I don't hate dogs, I just don't understand the incessant urge to pet them. Like, I could totally live without it. Again, I don't hate dogs, I just don't understand going out of my way to pet 50 dogs in a row even when I can barely move. Kind of thing. I don't know, some people really like petting dogs, man. Some of you, though, you little... I don't even know what to say. Heretics? Out here petting raccoons. I still can't believe y'all were like, we gotta pet the raccoon. I'm like, no, you don't. LMAO, last moment on Earth. Better use it wisely. Really? Really? Use it wisely by petting a dog, you say. The dog has to be petted, you say. Petting the dog is paramount, you say. Nothing better to do, you say. Well, I guess if you really are about to die and the world is ending, what else can you do but something you love? Whether that's petting dogs or tripping on acid. I guess if the world is ending, you might as well. I personally would want to find a good cheesecake or maybe a red velvet cake. Ooh, or a red velvet cheesecake. I'm a sweet tooth, so that's what I'd be looking for. Just saying. Yeah, I'm a complete sweet tooth. I feel like I'd definitely go for cake over petting a dog. Of course, if you have enough time and the world's ending anyway, I suppose you could eat cake and pet a dog. I don't really know. Depends on how much time you have. List of priorities there. Well, obviously, you also have to spend time kissing your significant other. Which is why I personally don't think I would even have time to consider petting the dog, but maybe that's just me. It's like I have actual loved ones I need to show affection to. What? Hmm. If the dog is there with you and your loved ones, then I guess you and your loved ones can pet the dog together. At that point, I guess it doesn't even matter if it's sick, because if it's literally the apocalypse and the world is about to end in 5 seconds anyway, I mean, what do you have to lose? It's not like you're gonna have time to worry about dying from a disease when you're all dying in the apocalypse. Yeah, I mean, if you don't have to go out of your way for it and everything else you want to do is already there, I guess. I guess. But that's different. That's different. I just hope. Eh. I'm not really all that fussed about making a dog happy. I just care that me and people whose feelings I actually care about are happy. Because why would I care about the feelings or well-being of people I don't even like or know? Just being real. Like, obviously the moral part of me is like, ah, yes, it's good to make sure other people are, you know, doing good. But everyone has a selfish part of them, no matter how large the moral part of them is. So it's like, you know, if I have to choose, if someone's going to be miserable anyway, it's not going to be my loved ones. And you know why it's not going to be my loved ones? Because I'm not going to let it be my loved ones. And you know why I'm not going to let it be my loved ones? Because I value their comfort and safety and feelings above some rando. Just saying. Do it. Do it. Do it, snitch. Tell him. Tell him. What you gonna do about it? Tell him. I was watching some video. I think the channel name is The Cut. But they're always doing these different videos. Hold on. They're always doing these different videos for, like, reactions and stuff. Like, telling people, like, I don't even know. There's The Cut lineup videos, which is how I got into watching their channel. But there was something about, like, a relationship series where they were asking, like, significant others different questions to see what their response to the same question would be. One of them was like, it was some kind of ethics question where they were like, if you had to choose between saving your loved one and 50 strangers. Yeah, obviously I would save my loved one. I think we actually talked about it yesterday, but I don't remember. Obviously you saved the loved one. Who the fuck cares about 50 strangers? And it doesn't matter if someone thinks it's selfish, because if you ask so many people if they'd rather their loved one survive something than some stranger, they're gonna say their loved one. Will they potentially feel guilty about it? Especially depending on what details are added after the fact? Maybe, but most people care about their loved one's well-being and prioritize it over some random stranger. Now, some people aren't like that, but most people are. I care more about my loved ones than some rando. Like in an ideal world, then morality would be what we were most concerned with, but we don't live in an ideal world, so most people have to be selfish. You can't save everyone, so if you can only save someone, it might as well be someone you actually care about. Hold on. I don't know why, but I can't always concentrate when I try to talk while I'm waiting for it to actually take the bait. How many? So I have 3 things that came from fishing. Also, let me put my glasses over here to make sure I don't accidentally sell my glasses. A question for round 2, and you need to convince me. Round 2 of what? Of like smash, marry, kill, or of something else? We never came up with new people for smash, marry, kill. I mean, we didn't even really solve the last round. Because we couldn't decide who the who the best option was. It's kind of funny to play 2 different games at once. Because technically that is in fact a game. And we are also in fact all either playing this game or watching me play this game. So, or both. Alas, the fish is gone. Let me walk slower down the rest of the beach just in case there's another fish. Well, if you or any lurkers have any suggestions on who to enter into the categories. God. I don't even feel like I know enough characters in certain franchises to answer with like certainty for some things. Oh, so you want me to pick a topic for you? Anime, Marvel, Heroes is so broad because it's not even just anime and Marvel. And it's not even just DC. Like, there's so many shows that have, like, heroes, superheroes, etc. Or even if you just mean heroic people or noble people in general. Like, doctors who aren't in it for money. Let's go with evil people. Fine. Category. Evil people. Let's go. Because if villain bad, why hot? My personal motto is if they're not screwing up what I got running for myself, I don't really care what they do. I love how you said still smash. Who are you smashing? That's funny. Still smash. I feel like so many people are afraid of admitting that they would pick a certain quote-unquote evil person for the smash category. It's like, but don't half of you have a religion where you can just ask for forgiveness afterward? Instant forgiveness, like it never happened. It's fine. All you need to know is they're evil. I can't. That's funny. I'm really hoping we can hit 200k. It's been an hour and a half. We're gonna see. How much did we have last time? Was it 136? I don't remember. We'll figure it out when I try to sell stuff again. I don't remember. It might be closer to like well, no, 136 is already close to 140. What am I saying? That makes me sound like I can't add. What quantifies as evil? Because just because someone did something bad doesn't mean they're evil. Most of us have done something bad, and yet most of us are not evil, which is why I'm curious. I swear to God, if someone says Firelord Ozai, I'm fighting, because he's instantly going on the kill category. Fuck that noise. I don't even like him. He's not even cute. Plus, really? After what he did to the airbenders? Not happening. Kill category. The only acceptable alternative is if someone marries him to come into power as empress and then kills him. That is not true. Just because someone's extra attractive, it doesn't mean they're evil. Also, I feel like I put way too much Slytherin strategy into this, because I'm always like, well, are you marrying them for their money? Can you kill them and take their power? You would not smash Ozai. You would not. You would not. Questionable, very questionable hypothetical life choice there. Nothing, nothing. Who are you trying to smash? In the game of Smash, Marry, Kill. Okay, let's pick. This is. Yes, come up with your three names, and then I have to figure out. Everyone else can feel free to join in if they are. If it's appropriate for them to play. Why do I want to play Cards Against Humanity again? Jeez Louise. I would actually love to stream playing Cards Against Humanity with my husband and friends, but I don't know when or if I would actually be able to do that, so. Sadness. Okay. Provide the people. Provide the names. I don't know why I said it in such a creepy way, but provide the names, Magic. We're waiting on you. You're the one who wanted to suggest them, so lay them on us. Give it to us. What are the names? Is it bad that I had to think for a minute to remember what Green Goblin actually looks like? Child, it's been years since I saw that movie. I forgot who the fuck that was for 2 seconds. I know, from Spider-Man. But I actually had to think about it, which is what I'm saying. Like, I actually had to think about it. I was like, who the fuck is that? 30 seconds later. Oh. It's been years. It's been a minute. Damn. Obviously, you have to kill the Joker because he's a terrible significant other. Like, because let's be real. Obviously, he's a terrible person and most of us hate him. But we're not here to examine their morality and their choices. We're here to pick out whether or not they would be a good significant other, like a desirable partner. Kill. He is an instant kill. Kill that motherfucker. Why would you not kill the Joker? Kill the Joker. Kill. Also, I have a question. Do you only get to smash the person once, or is it a continuous smashing? And for the person you marry, do you get to smash them too? How does this work? Too many stipulations I have to think through. Because I feel like, as far as who would be better for smashing, obviously you have to... This is going to sound so fucked up. Obviously you have to pick Loki for the smashing. Even if it's only once. Actually, if you get to smash the person you marry all the time, then I guess you marry him and then smash Goblin once. And then if you get preggers from Goblin, he can give you child support. Or, if you can smash the smashed person continuously but never smash the person you marry, then I guess marry Goblin for his money and Loki can be your lover. Either way, kill Joker. Kill Joker. Okay, Goblin for one-time smash then, because I don't know. Like I said, there's some insurance if you have an accident. Also, I just feel like he wouldn't be as good as a continuous smash. I just don't think he would be. I feel like he's bad at passionate hugging, or at least not as good as the other option. I'm just saying. One of them has had thousands of years to perfect his craft, and one of them is like mediocre, potentially. Or even if he's not, he has not had as long to perfect his craft. He's not as good at what he's doing. Fuck you, traitor. Fuck off. Hey, baby. Love you. Yes, I do. You are a traitor. My husband's home. Fuck you. How am I a traitor? Wait, what? Why would you... Why on earth would you... Can you explain your choices? Not to sound uber judgmental. I mean, it's there, but I'm trying not to let it leak through. But... Why is he... Why is the Joker in that category? It does if an accident happens! There's no insurance! What happens if there's a mistake? Do you want that mistake to be tainted by the Joker's Jokerness? That made no sense at all, but you know what I mean. Fuck you, husband! Yeah, but it also fails. Look, it's your choice. You can make whatever choices you want. You could say the same thing about me.
It's still drifting?
It was, but currently I'm talking to the shopkeeper, so I'm not even walking right now. What's up? I mean, you saw it, didn't you? No. Oh. He is, in fact, ugly. But he's also loaded, so... Well, I guess technically the Joker's probably rich too because of all the crime he commits and all of his elaborate, fucked up stunts that he has to pay for somehow. I mean, he also could have stole all of that shit from someone, but that's besides the point. I guess technically they could both have money, but... I feel like the Joker is a freak. And not in the good way. And I feel like there would be too much fucked up shit that he would want. I don't know, but sometimes quiet businessmen, they have some shit that they're hiding too. So I don't know. Both of those you could get burned both ways. I don't even know. You could get burned both ways. I just feel like they're both into some shit that you don't need to know about for real or experience. I don't know. They're both loaded. And to me personally, they're both ugly. I don't know. One of them has to die because it's smash, marry, kill. One of them has to die. I guess if it's that confusing, you can always just flip a coin. I guess you could always see who's, who has better experience in certain aspects of physical activities. I'm trying to think of a PG-13 way of saying this. I was trying to think of a PG-13 way of saying it. I don't know. I feel like there's so much stuff you don't know. Like, I don't know. Who did you say you would marry? I done forgot already. Who are you marrying? Okay. 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 I don't know. I guess what I'm saying is, at least if you smash the goblin, you don't have to worry about him deciding to murder you halfway through because it might be funny. Like, at least there's that point. And at least he has a lower chance of having a fucking disease. I don't know. Oh, he better! He better! How old did they say that fucker was? 1,000 years? 2,000 years? 3,000 years? Like, he better know what the fuck he's doing. Otherwise, I'd want a motherfucking refund. Shit. Anyway. Next. And no, unfortunately, I don't have a code right now. Wait, what'd you say? Yeah. Yeah. Because you're still talking about your marriage choice, yes? Or are you talking about someone else who's very attractive? Ah, crap. There are bubbles behind me, too? Traitors. Mm-hmm. That is a tall glass of water. And we have all been in the desert 40 days and 40 nights, thirsting away. Depends. Is this game still ongoing, or are we just talking about random things? We could always talk about urban legends. Spooky stuff. Spook, 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 spook. Spooky stuff, spooky stuff. Do you ever watch BuzzFeed? Is BuzzFeed Unsolved? Is that what it's called? Have you ever watched that? Wait, is that available where you... I don't actually know if that's available everywhere. RIP. Alas, I have been betrayed. 2 bubble spots? 2? 2? Ah, there are 3. It's gonna make me work for it. You see me happy, work, 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 work. Spooky times. I love that. Ghost stories. I don't even know what to say about... I brought up spooky stuff and then I had nothing spooky to say. I suppose we could always look at, no sleep. r/no sleep. I don't even know. Yeah. I read one recently about some kind of, like, shadow dancer in the cemetery. Yeah, some person... Well, you know how the subreddit works. The story was about someone who moved into an apartment across the street from a cemetery, and their neighbor warned them not to look out of the window at 3 a.m. And they thought that they were just being pranked at first and that it was kind of weird. But they kept waking up just before 3 a.m., which they also thought was kind of weird. And then one night, against their better judgment and the warnings of other people, they actually looked out the freaking window because they have no sense of self-preservation. They see something come out of the shadows and start dancing. And then, as they're watching, the thing turns and looks straight at them. Then, as if it's on fucking crystal meth or something, it just starts running towards the apartment building. They realize that they can't run down to their car without being got by the creature. The creature literally scales the wall to their building. The person is panicking and having an existential crisis and probably 3 seconds away from heart palpitations. Thing tries to get through the back door. They try to go through their front door. Thing runs around the building. They were in the stairwell and Thing was at the bottom. The lights went out. They freaked out super hard because who the fuck wouldn't? They managed to get back into their apartment and the Thing's beating on the fucking door forever. And I don't actually remember what made it leave. But eventually it went back to the cemetery and just kind of disappeared. But they freaked out so much that they moved out the next day. No, Magic, you left the... I'm sorry, Magic! I mean, I personally don't like entering a cemetery unless I feel like I have the permission of the spirits of the deceased. Because the last thing you want is to accidentally get haunted because you offended a bunch of dead people. So... I mean, obviously it's not as easy as actually being able to talk to someone, but it's almost like praying out loud without praying. Where you just, like, seek the spirit's permission for entry. Because it's, you know, I think a polite thing to do. And then, depending on whether or not your instincts make you feel like it's okay to continue walking, you either continue or get the fuck out of there. Someone get your love, please. What do you mean? Which love? Your boyfriend or your crush? I'm sure the Joker has no respect for the dead. That's a joke. I'm teasing. Oh, you're not allowed in cemeteries? Interesting. That's so weird. Why? I mean, what is the reasoning behind it? Because there's usually a reason for something like that. Like, I remember when I was in university, one of the people in my year was Hmong. And she said something about how they were told not to, like, kneel at night, not to, like, get on their knees or get on the floor at night. Because, like, in their belief system, the, like, dead can, like, pull you down or something. I don't even remember exactly what she said, but it was something along those lines. And I was like, really? She's like, yeah, you can't be on the floor at night. You can't, like, get down on the floor or kneel at night because, like, they'll pull you down. I was like, okay. I don't know if that's true or not. Like, she could have just been feeding me a load of baloney, but she was actually Hmong. I don't just have no way to confirm if it's a real Hmong belief or not. Sorry, I wasn't trying to make you afraid of windows. There are quite a lot of people that think the hour between 3 and 4 is the witching hour. Of course, some people think that's the hour between 12 and 1, so I don't really know what to tell you. I do always feel weird if I happen to be up at 3 a.m. There's just something in the, like, primal monkey brain part of my brain that is like, don't get up. I don't know why. But most nights I feel like almost, I don't know. I feel like compelled to stay in bed. No matter how, like, agitated I am, if it's that hour. I don't know why. Honestly, it's probably just a leftover from, like, back in the day when it was dangerous for us to walk around at night as, like, early humans. I don't think it's anything inherently supernatural. I just think it's a survival mechanism where we're like, yeah, let's not wander off on our own at this random hour at night because that's how people get eaten, kind of thing. I don't think it's inherently, like, supernatural. I mean, I'm sure some people would say it was. But whether you think it is or not, I'm sure that a large part of it probably just has something to do with like our like, is there such a thing as like genetic memories or whatever? I don't know. I think it's just like instincts that were passed down that are like leftovers from back in the day. That's all. Scared curious? What the hell does that mean? Also, I'm sorry that you need a hug. Sending digital platonic hug. And I'm sorry for making you scared of windows. It is interesting that only men can go to the cemetery in your... Does that mean women don't go to funerals? How does that work? Also, this is probably going to sound stupid, but do you tend to be segregated by gender when you're buried? Or does it not matter since you're dead? Because I know, for instance, like prayer and like religious services, sometimes they can be mixed, but a lot of times they're separated. How do you handle burial? The scared one, but would still peek around the corner to see. Oh, you're that person in a horror movie. Good to know. At least those characters survive sometimes. That's not usually who they... That's not usually who they sacrifice all the time, so... That being said, the character that's like you does usually get traumatized in some way, so... Because you've seen some shit, trademark, so... You know, there's that. LOL. One of the cemeteries near where I went to school was a little bit creepy. It felt like... Because I feel like there are... I don't know, it's not like it was... It's not like there were a lot of, like, pagans, witches, and mediums constantly going through trying to figure things out about the area. But there was one spot that was really bad. One part of the land just felt... It felt like there was a spirit that wasn't at rest. I don't think it was an inherently evil spirit, but... Because I'm not, like, a medium. It's not like I can see spirits or anything. I'm just going off of what I can feel. Because I am an empath. And... whatever spirit that was, whatever happened to him, because it was the spirit of a deceased human male, whatever happened to him was really bad. There was a lot of anger and hurt and grief, and I don't think his life came to a pause peacefully. Let's just put it that way. He felt very upset. I don't know if he was in one of the graves by the tree that felt particularly, like, just full of negative energy, or if he died near or in the tree. Because as you know, a lot of parts of America, especially the southern parts, have a history of lynchings. And there was just so much toxic energy by that tree. So I don't know if something happened to him there, or I don't know. I don't think he was evil, but it felt really awful. I almost wished that we did have a medium that could ask him, because I kind of want to know. I want to know what his deal was and what was up with him. But yeah, it's not like he was evil. It was just you could tell something bad happened. There was, like, trauma there. Also, for context of why I wondered if there was something to do with like a hate crime. It was a location in the South by a specifically African American cemetery. So I was like, is this like one of our ancestors that like went through some shit and things happened to him? Like, because it kind of, it felt, it was a lot. It's not like I was hurt. It's not like a horror movie where you get like thrown around and cursed or whatever. It's just like when you're the least bit sensitive, it was just, yeah. You could feel something was there and you could feel it was not happy. But it's not like he ever did anything. But that's why I now try to make sure that I have like permission to like be in or around cemeteries, because sometimes spirits don't want you there. That doesn't mean it's going to turn out like The Exorcist or something. It just means like you can kind of feel the vibes. Yeah, the vibes. You tell by the vibes. Also, what do you mean your imagination's working in a bad way? Just because you're always curious and you want to see, but you also don't want to see because you're the one that's going to get traumatized by whatever you see? Is that what you mean? I don't know. I feel like a lot of people, if there's something negative with the spirit, they automatically assume that means it's like evil and trying to hurt you and it's going to be exactly like Hollywood, and that's like not the case. I don't know. You just have to talk to someone who's like culture or religion or folk spiritual practices like deal with spirits. I feel like Hollywood has just perpetuated the message that all spirits are evil, and if you sense a spirit, that some shit is gonna go down, but that's a gross oversimplification. I'm sorry. Bro, I don't even think he's a monster. He just felt like a regular person who had something shitty happen to him. It was definitely the spirit of a deceased person and not some random demon or something that Hollywood would say it was. But yeah, every time I would pass by that part of the cemetery, it just felt like, yeah. It would be like if you could physically feel someone glaring at you, which a lot of people say they can tell when someone is staring at them. It's like the feeling of being watched, except instead of it feeling explicitly creepy, per se, it's like the feeling of being watched and knowing the person that is watching you is mad at you, or like mad in general, or like just very, very upset. But yeah, I don't like to just like put a like blanket label on spirits and say they're evil. Not all spirits are evil. Not all spirits want to hurt you. Yeah. I don't think that guy was a monster. You know, some people can see spirits. I can't. I feel like if there was a medium there and they could see spirits, that they would have been able to like help us out a little bit. But, yeah. And it's not like you can banish the poor fucker. That's his resting place. Or presumably that's his resting place, unless something happened to him and he was buried somewhere else. But, poor guy. I actually feel bad for him. I feel like Hollywood's conditioned people to think that every time something with the spirit happens, that means there needs to be some kind of exorcism, but that's not the case. I mean, it's a fucking cemetery. It's not like it was my house. Poor dude probably just wants to be left alone. He already can't be at peace because of whatever happened to him. He doesn't need people tromping through his living room thinking he's evil and trying to banish him or whatever. It's kind of messed up. I mean, damn, where's he supposed to go? He's already in the place for dead people. Like, calm down, y'all. Scared, nosy one. I love that. I love that. That assessment. The scared, nosy one. LOL. Oh, I feel like a lot of parts, well, a lot of parts of the Americas in general, because of the like various crimes against indigenous and African diaspora people, a lot of parts of America are haunted, but especially the South, or especially indigenous, like old indigenous lands that were stolen from indigenous people, for real. But yeah, the school I went to, I feel like parts of it were haunted too. I know that there were class buildings people said were haunted, but specifically in the dorm building that I stayed in. Oh, thank you, Z2 Money. I think I said that right. Specifically in the dorm I stayed in, I know that one time I remember I was going into one of the communal, it was like a combined communal shower and bathroom for the dorm, and I'm not gonna lie, I really like privacy when I'm like taking care of hygiene stuff. So I checked to make sure there was no one in there. No one in the showers, no one in the stalls. But somehow, even though no one was in there and no one came in, someone went by my stall. It was creepy as fuck. I was like, I literally just checked that stall and it's empty. Where the fuck did she come from? So I was convinced it was a ghost, because where could she have come from if she wasn't in there before and didn't come after? Yeah. Yeah, it looked like a woman with long hair passed by my stall. And y'all, there is nothing creepier than having the realization of, holy shit, I think I just saw a ghost, when you're naked, because, you know, it's a communal bath. It's a communal bath and no one else is there. That was creepy as shit. I mean, nothing happened to me. Nobody attacked me. Nothing like that. Nobody followed me. Nothing fucked up happened like a Hollywood movie would show. But it was creepy. I'm good. How are you? Hope you're having a good weekend. Don't know what day it is for you, depending on your time zone. No, Magic, I'm sorry. You don't have to hide. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I might have scared Magic. I'm sorry. I feel like I have so many ghost stories like that. Just like random, just like casual encounters that are slightly creepy but not overtly malevolent. You don't have to live with the raccoons. Albeit they're definitely chaotic enough to chase off any spirits. I can't imagine being a ghost and wanting to live amongst raccoons. That seems like a drag. You mean like real life people coming to my island? I don't currently have online. I was supposed to be getting it, quote, soon, but, you know, said that a month ago and it didn't happen, so I don't want to misquote the soon part. Yeah, you actually have to pay for online, RIP. But certainly no one's barred from my island. It's just, I don't have online right now. But I'm getting online. Like, I will have online. Wait. The problem is it's 1 a.m. I'm sorry! You said you were okay talking about spooky stuff. Besides, it's not like anything's... It's not like anything around you is haunted. You're fine. You're safe. Nothing's happening. Nothing's going to happen. You're safe. Look, don't you have any spirits you can ask for protection? Ancestors, angels, your god, I don't know. Saints, whatever. What do you mean your room is suspicious? What does that mean? Also, let me make sure I didn't miss Monkey's message. I really hate that it only shows me one message at once. Why does it do that to me? I honestly think the bathroom at one of my primary schools was haunted too. It always felt like someone was watching you. What do you mean you got hit by something? You're safe. You'll be okay. I mean, you're... You're... Yeah. There was a one-room apartment that my husband rented out when he wasn't my husband. And I swear that that house... Well, I told you about the one spirit that had been there. And he felt it too. Like, it wasn't just me. Other people felt it too. I'm just the one that had to deal with it. I'm the one that had to banish the damn thing. Other people felt it too, though. But I think there were actually two distinct ones. Maybe? I don't know if it was the same one or two different ones, but I absolutely hate being in a place that's haunted and you're trying to, like, shower or something with, like, hygiene or the bathroom or something, and then a fucking spirit decides to, like, spirit. And it's like, really? Can I not have this moment to myself? Can you not wait until I'm decent? I'm starting to think half of the spirits are fucking perverts. What is their deal? What's their damage that they have to show up when you're fucking showering or on the toilet? I don't understand. I don't understand spirits sometimes. Look, Magic, you're safe. I'm not just saying that to dismiss your fear. You can always be like, since I know you actually are religious, instead of just me pushing religion on you. To be clear, so no one thinks I'm pushing religion on you. Since I already know that you know, have a belief system, you can always just be like, I rebuke you in the name of ... This place is sanctified and protected by the power of ... Unless, of course, because y'all can't use what would be considered witchcraft or sorcery, which is why I was like, well, since you're religious, start praying. I don't know how else to make you feel better if you think your house is haunted than to just tell you to get protection. Also, how do you think you're gonna turn into a cat? I really don't know what it is with spirits in fucking bathrooms. Why are so many bathrooms haunted? Why are there so many fucking pervert spirits? Who decides to haunt a shower? I'm just saying. Who? I'm just saying, if I was going to haunt someone, if I was a dead person who had unfinished business and I was going to haunt someone, or if I was a whatever spirit in your religion, why in the hell would I haunt a toilet? Or why in the hell would I haunt a shower? Why? That's why I'm like, are half of the spirits people run into perverts? Like, what is going on here? It's like, what the hell? You couldn't find a better place to haunt us? You never heard of haunting shopping malls and churches and fucking closets? You gotta haunt the bathroom? Like, what? I mean, if you're gonna be, like, an earthbound spirit or a vengeful ghost or whatever, who decides, I'm gonna haunt the fucking shower? Really? I just can't imagine, as I'm dying, deciding to only haunt people who are on the toilet or in the shower. Like, what is the deal with that? I mean, I suppose if the person died in the bathroom, they can't particularly help their connection to the bathroom. But I promise you, that many people have not died in the shower. That is so weird. Why can't they just haunt basements and attics like normal ghosts? I think there's... I actually don't remember if the song is called 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. LMAO. But I think there's a song with that name. Also, I have no idea what the fuck my husband is supposed to be eating. Like, I don't even know what he wants to eat. I don't even think I'm hungry. But he's obviously hungry, and I'm like, I don't know what to give you. Send help. I mean, we do have spaghetti leftovers. But I don't think it's gonna be enough. I don't technically think it's enough food for him. I don't think it's technically enough food for 2 people, for starters. I don't even know. I don't know what I'm gonna give him. I'm sorry, I should have said the word hungry. Now you're hungry and it's 2 a.m. where you are. My bad. It's like... It's definitely a dinner time here. I feel like dinner can happen anywhere between 4:30 and 8:30, so that's kind of vague. But yeah, it's dinner time here. Snackaroonies! Why don't you eat your snack then? I mean, if you're this creeped out and scared by like spooky stuff, why not make some kind of blessed/holy talisman? Surely you're allowed to do that. I feel like snacks make everything better though. God, why do I want corn chips now? What's wrong with me? Oh, duh, the word snack. That's what's wrong with me. So yes, I feel like to help with your anxiety and fear of the spooky, that you should definitely make or have someone make some kind of blessed/holy amulet to wear. That way, even if something was randomly in your house, which I highly doubt without evidence, then, you know, what do you have to worry about? You're covered. Because I don't know what certain people are allowed to do or not to do in their, like, practices, which is why I have to add the disclaimer. Yeah. Why don't you just make one for protection? That's why I always say that in some way, living people and humans in general, so much easier to deal with. Because if they're bothering you, you can just punch them in the throat or something. You can, but it's... What do you mean? As in you're not quite sure how to write the, like, specific words in Arabic? Or... Now you need a new one. Oh, okay. Yeah, I personally also wear a protective amulet. I mean, it's not an Islamic one, but I don't think it really matters what kind it is as long as it fulfills its purpose. Yeah. Well, you said... You said we can, but it's Quran, which is why I was like, I don't know what you mean by that. Are you saying the Quran itself is an amulet? I mean, I suppose that makes sense. It has the same energy as someone using the Bible as a protective something, or the Torah, or... how do you even say the other one? Because I feel like we were only told how to say it the, like, very incorrect American way, and I don't actually know how to pronounce it. The, like... yeah, I don't know. The Hinduism one. Oh, you can have a small Quran on your necklace. I was like, what are you talking about? I'm sorry. I don't know if I'm dense or if it just... If I don't know. I don't know if that's a cultural miscommunication or if I'm dense, because I just did not know what you meant at first. I was like, what do you mean? Am I too far up or too far down? The world may never know. Maybe I need to go further back? No, that's way too far back. I don't know. What happened to it? Did you just lose it? I didn't even know that was a thing. I just knew about the, like, the Hand of Miriam, Hand of Fatima, whatever. I think those two names were the same thing. Like, I just know about that, honestly. I didn't even know you could wear, like, a miniature Quran, like a little tiny Quran. Oh, it got too old. So it, like, fell apart? Okay. Either that or it's supposed to be renewed, I guess. I don't really know which. Huh. No, turn around this way. Yes. Haha. Interesting. Paper and leather. Oh. So it's made of very fragile material. For some reason, I thought it was just like a little, like, symbolic Quran. Like a little, like, gold, silver, copper, whatever metal you used one. Of just, like, the cover or with it open to a specific page. I didn't actually think you meant it was, like, a full book. Huh. Interesting. I mean, I suppose you can make anything out of anything if you're actually willing to put the time and effort into securing and manipulating the material, but I just had a different picture in my head of what you meant, but that's because I was ignorant about the practice, so I didn't really know what it entailed. But that's not your fault. I just didn't know. Now I do. Now I know better, although I may forget. Now, what did I leave over here? Oh, right, my tools. Keep the book under your pillow. So, is there something y'all tend to wear or keep in your pocket for protection too? Or is it just the pillow charm? Although, I suppose the pillow one would be one of the more important ones since everyone's vulnerable when they sleep. So that makes a lot of sense, actually. Which basically means you don't have to wear it on you. You just need to have clothes with pockets. Okay. See, that actually makes a lot of sense. Well, it's nice to know about things that aren't necessarily, like, on a Wikipedia page. And even if they're on a Wikipedia page, it doesn't mean they're accurate. So it's nice to, like, be able to know from someone who actually knows what they're talking about. Do you travel with it too? Like travel, not just like to the store. But like say someone was in Egypt and wanted to go to Sudan or Germany or I don't know, Costa Rica. Do you take it with you too, or is there a different version you take with you? See, I like learning about stuff. It's not like I'm trying to convert anyone. I mean, that's not my culture and religion. I'm just curious. Just keep it somewhere safe. Okay, that makes sense. I was hoping I would get one more load, but I don't think that's happening. Well, technically I have stuff in my pockets, but I don't think I'm going to get to fill my pockets. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. I have one that I can wear. Well, technically I have... Depending on how you look at it, I would either have 2 or 3. Not that I can think of right now. That was actually a lot I didn't know. Now I'm curious as to what Jewish people do for the same thing. And I also kind of want to know if like Hindus and Buddhists also have something in a similar vein. Not necessarily the same exact expression of it, but like a specific amulet or prayer or ritual they do for that. Hey, I didn't know what you actually wanted.
Food.
Did you want the little bit of leftovers that haven't been eaten yet? Or do you want ramen? Or what do you want, babe? Oh, okay. That's a little vague, but I think we can make it happen.
All of it. I want noodles with my noodles.
You want noodles with your noodles.
Yeah.
Why?
Because you gave me the option.
I guess. You want both. Okay.
Well, I mean, one of them's not going to fill me up, so.
Wait, what do you mean we need to have an interview? Oh, you want to talk to him for a little bit? I suppose he could sit here talking to you while I... Huh? What? The people want to know. Wow. Jump in. Jump in. Ah. Magic Cat has a question for you, darling. Would you pet a dog on the last day of Earth? Like, it's the apocalypse, we're all dying. Would you take the time to pet a dog before it all ended?
I would hug the doggy.
You heard it right here, folks, from the husband's mouth. He would hug the doggy.
Doggy.
Now he's just saying doggy over and over. He's just saying it over and over.
Doggy, 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 doggy.
What do you mean told you?
I'm dying anyway, doggy.
He said if he's dying anyway, Doogie. I told them I would want to eat cake.
So much cock.
Don't say that on the... Really?
Invoice hard.
Anyway. Yeah, I said I would want a good cheesecake or a good red velvet cake or both. If we knew everything was ending. And just go ham and start eating the whole damn thing. I mean, if it's the apocalypse and you're all dying, it's not like you have to worry about gaining weight because you're going to be dead before the calories hit anyway. Why not?
Dead man, dead man, dead man.
Lord help us. He's just chanting dead man now.
They're dead.
Magic said same mindset, we're intelligent about the dog thing. Why are you obsessed with petting dogs?
Doggy, doggy. Doggy, doggy.
Are you just gonna...
Ducky, ducky, ducky.
I think he's just gonna chant doggy for a while. I don't know. Hey, hon. Do you want to talk to them for a minute or two while I boil water for your stuff? No? Okay, never mind then. I'm torn between just getting off or putting it on Be Right Back to make his food. I don't know. What'll be okay? You'll be okay? Is that what you said? Hmm. Okay, fine. Top 5 things you would do if the world is ending.
Doogie, doogie.
What kind of... What is that emote? Is that a little goat man? It's a goat man! It's like Mr. Tumnus. Kind of. Not really, because he's more goaty. Whatever. How am I the weird one? Explain.
Weirdo, weirdo, weirdo.
What does? Oh. Of course you're looking at blasters again. Why wouldn't you be?
Look at it.
It's a nice color. Is that what you mean? Well, I don't know. I don't know much about blasters. I just think the color's nice. Pew pew what? No! No! Sorry, that was... I can't. Well, I guess that's as good a plan as any. Hmm. Da 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 da. Yeah, it's a reasonable list. Yes, you're right. I'd certainly like to spend most of my remaining time with my husband, even if he's just chanting doggo over and over.
Doogie,
And he's doing it again.
doogie, doogie.
Excitable, aren't you?
Doogie.
Very excitable, I see. Bless his heart. Hey! That's mean. I didn't call you stupid.
That's his heart. You call me stupid.
No, I didn't.
What do you think that means?
What do you mean, what do I think it means? I don't think you're stupid. You're special, but you're not... Nah, you're just weird. You're eccentric. Please elaborate.
Meow meow mean.
Not you. Meow meow meme. M-E-M-E.
You
No, the fuck I'm not. You are.
you more special.
No. You are.
You special.
No. And he is a lot of fun. Most of the time. Sometimes he just mean. Prove it.
I'm here.
Okay.
You know me.
What does you being here have to do with whether or not you're mean? How am I mean? I'm not very mean. Wow. You really said that, huh? Why are you mean to me? You are. You're just so mean to me. Sounds like a ghost crying, lol. I'm not mean. I mean, I'm not particularly nice, but I'm not mean. Fuck you! He said I'm not nice. Yes, I am. Prove it. Prove it. Prove it. Prove it. What do you mean, my face? What does that even mean in this context? I was hoping we'd get to 300, but I don't know. Yeah, he's just like being a menace in the background. Are you a menace? You're not a menace?
No, stop talking about it.
I'm not a menace. To society? In what way? I'm a hermit. How am I a menace to society? Lessons on how to be fun. He's bullying me. What do you mean? He's laughing. I don't even know if they can hear you, but... Okay, that was very loud. Evil laughing. Yeah. Aww. Meanie. Why are you poking me with your foot? Yeah. That's what you're doing. Yep. Yep. I can prove it. There's a foot in my back. Hey! Don't poke me more. I hope he enjoys his time together. I don't want him to be miserable when we're together. Ah, that tickles. Not funny. Mean. I still can't believe you want to get tased just to see what it feels like. Or at least you used to. I don't know if you still do. It already moved that much? Okay. If raccoon bad, why cute? Really? Well, to be fair, no one said raccoons were bad. They said they were mischievous trash pandas who disrupt neighborhoods. And the name of Sio. Ah, yes, Sio, the god of science. The name of Sio, the god of science. I'm sorry, I had to make the joke because of the typo. Now I'm curious if there is a god of science. Or at least a god of inquiry and experimentation, which is technically a god of science. Why you keep wiggling your toes there trying to tickle me? What? Is that a box and a battery? What is that? What a strange man. What a strange little man. Well, you're not really that little, but you know what I mean. Almost. Almost to the goal. Almost. So close. I kind of wish we'd find one of those giant clams again, honestly. And that I had a way to turn all this buzzing off, but ah well, can't always get what you want. I think I'm confused. Do you think if you eat too hot food, your mouth would stop feeling hot? After you eat it too many times. You mean like if you got used to it? I feel like that depends because most people aren't eating the hottest things in the world. So, for instance, if you're used to slathering sriracha sauce on everything, that's not the same as eating a ghost pepper. So, I feel like whatever limit you create for yourself, even if you did create like some sort of what's the word, resistance for your mouth, then I feel like there would still be something above or outside of that resistance, especially since there are like genetic engineering projects by pepper breeders. Is that even the right word? Pepper breeders? Pepper farmers, that's the word I want. Isn't it? Anyway, there are people who work on newer, hotter peppers all the time. So technically, there's always a new limit. Yeah. 100 out of 10 would not put a ghost pepper or the Carolina Reaper anywhere near my mouth or my mucus glands or my body at all, really. I feel like I'd die just being in the same room from like the... Do they even have fumes? I feel like it's not a good idea. Hey, don't kick me. Ooh, it's the clam. That's what I was looking for. Do I think Do I think monsters in hell have houses? I mean, I feel like beings in other dimensions would have to have places to call home. Just because I feel like just like human beings, they're like still people, they're just not human. So obviously they would want like personal space. They would have territory of some kind. It'd be weird if they didn't have some kind of home, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion. I mean, who am I? You don't... Exactly, some weirdo on the internet. It's not like my opinion matters in the long run, but that's what I think. Well, yeah.
Yeah, what?
Of course they would have an actual house or some approximation of a house. Obviously. Especially since, like, most non-human spirits in, like, mythology, religion, folklore, etc., they're all generally at or above human intelligence unless it's supposed to be, like, kind of a mindless, like, beast spirit. So, why would an intelligent, sapient being not have a house? Like, just follow the logic. Just saying. I'm just saying. Especially if it's one that explicitly has some sort of free will. Why would it not have a house? Or something like it? Did you really type in turtle to the chat?
No.
Obviously turtles don't have AC. Turtle. They are not AC. No. I remember my grandparents rescued a turtle one time, and they like built a little not really a hutch, but like a little like house for him to live in the backyard. And one day we came home and he was just gone. I don't know if he ran away, if something ate him, or if someone stole him, but we came back and he was just gone, vanished. What do you mean AC turtle? Look, we have the Ninja Turtles, but that doesn't mean we have the AC turtles. Ninja Turtles, Sea Turtles, never heard of AC turtles. Okay, why did my brain autofill that as accounting turtles? Send help. No. Wait, why did you say the same thing but capitalized? That's the same thing with bigger letters. NGL, I was hoping I would find another one, but oh well. I think I already... Did I find one earlier or did I find two? I think I only found one. I think this is my second one, but it might be my third one. I don't remember. To keep you cool in the heat, the heroes we need. What? I mean, because of global warming, there have in fact been more people dying of like heat stroke and dehydration and shit like that. So ACs are technically a necessity that a lot of people in the world don't have because they don't have electricity. So obviously they don't have a fan or an AC. What if what? What if the shell is a fridge? What do you mean? That doesn't make sense. Also, it's huge, and I kind of want to see what it looks like in real life because it's as big as my character's head. But her head's kind of big, so I don't know how accurate that is as far as like human skull size in general. She got a fat head. Hey, it's Nemo's not quite friend, but definitely classmate. Speaking of which, I found a Nemo yesterday. Just keep swimming. Your brain stopped working. What? I mean, it is like 3 a... Is it 3 a.m. for you, or is it still 2 something? It is kind of late for you. Maybe you're just tired? I don't know. A lot of whelks today. Which isn't a bad thing, since I think they're 1,000 bells each. Did we just find... I didn't even realize we had a pearl in there, too. Nice. So, we have that giant clam. Well, a specific type of giant clam, which is worth 15,000. There's a pearl, which is worth 10,000. And then we have 1, 2, 3 whelks that I see right off the bat. And those are 1,000 each. So, that's actually already pretty decent. Was this like 6? I don't remember. I think this was 1,200. That's 1,000. So that's already a decent haul. Even though there are 4 spaces left. Well, if I don't see any bubbles by the time I actually get to the place I need to be, then I'll just quit. That'll be my last fishing. Sorry, diving haul. So do you... Yes, bubbles. Speaking of bubbles, did you ever... actually that might be like an American thing. But did you ever watch the Powerpuff Girls? Do you remember Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup? The Powerpuff Girls. You do know about them. Okay. Heh. Excellent. And didn't they recently get a sister? I don't even remember what her name is, to be honest. But yeah, they recently got a sister. I say recently because it wasn't a thing when I was a kid. Yeah, they decided to do something like a decade and a half after it was relevant for me, but yeah. They randomly got a sister. Yes, Mojo Jojo, and then the boys that are supposed to mirror them. Yeah. Oh my god, and him, and then the mayor, and the mayor's secretary. Professor! Ah, it's been a while. What were some of the other old shows? There was Dexter's Laboratory. There was Cow and Chicken. Technically it wasn't a Cartoon Network cartoon, but I remember I don't remember the name of the show, but it was basically one creature that had a different head on each end of its body. I honestly don't know how it used the bathrooms. That's besides the point. One head was a dog head and one head was a cat head. I think that was actually Nickelodeon or something, right? What was that on? I don't remember. But then I remember Ed, Ed, and Eddie. There was Codename Kids Next Door. There was Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. I never actually watched Chowder. It was a show. Also, I think the other thing might have specifically been called Cat Dog. No, not Cocaine Bear. That's a recent movie. That's not a show. Oh, I remember Code Lyoko too. And the original Teen Titans. 52,000. Jesus Christ. Okay, so this stream, the bells I earned was 328,450. I wish so bad that was real money, but it's not. Broke life. I feel like Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends is such an interesting world that never really gets, like... It never really gets talked about or appreciated the way it should. What the hell is Barold wearing? Wait, Barold, come back. I have to know what you're doing before I mean, there was also The Misadventures of Flapjack, which I never watched. I never actually watched Adventure Time. God, what was the other one? I never watched Total Drama Island. I knew what it was. Never watched it. Why does he always call me Cubby? That's a little weird. There were so many that I never actually watched. I feel like I watched the earlier ones, but not the later ones. But that's also because we stopped having access to Cartoon Network. Although some of the ones like Total Drama Island just weren't interesting to me. Ooh, I remember Camp Lazlo. I still remember when he was telling that story and he was like, do you remember when you broke your legs and then you carried me up the hill or the mountain or whatever? And I was like, why was he carrying you? His legs were the broken legs. What was another one? I don't know. There's just a lot of old cartoons, okay? Haha. And then, of course, there were the Boomerang cartoons with, like, the Jetsons, the Flintstones, Josie and the Pussycats, certain Scooby-Doos, because there's multiple Scooby-Doo series. There was Yogi Bear, there was the one with the blue dog, don't remember his name now. I remember watching both. Me carbon dating myself with old cartoons. I mean, they're not old, but they're older. I mean, some of the people these days may not have even heard of them, so... Heck yes, we got an even 330. Right? The memories, the nostalgia. It's not like it was the happiest time of my life, but it was nice to have those cartoons that helped get me through it. Until, of course, we didn't have TV to watch, but... My mom wouldn't pay for cable, so around...
What? You,
I don't remember if it was like the end of first grade, beginning or end of second grade, but it was fairly early on. But she didn't want to pay for it anymore, so I couldn't see anything except Saturday morning cartoons on 4Kids. I'm gonna buy 2 of these for tomorrow. But yeah, gosh, some of these are... It makes me feel old even though I'm not that old. Do you remember Samurai Jack? I feel like everyone remembers Samurai Jack above like a certain age. I feel like. Not that I watched much of it. Oh, and Johnny Bravo. And I think Johnny Bravo actually met Scooby-Doo at one point.
Ed, Eddie.
I already said Ed, Ed, and Eddie, but yes, Ed, Ed, and Eddie. I actually, y'all, I owned VHS tapes. I don't know how many of y'all actually remember that, but I owned VHS tapes.
Mulan, motherfucker.
What?
Mulan.
I had Mulan and Mulan 2 on VHS. I also had, Scooby-Doo did a bunch of crossovers, and there were a lot of regular Scooby-Doo films too, but I remember there was one they did with a cartoon version of the Harlem Globetrotters, and then there was a version where Scooby-Doo met and worked with Batman and Robin against Penguin and Joker, which was kind of wild. I had a lot of VH tapes. I remember that one movie that was called Tangerine Bear. God, I had Annabelle's Wish. I don't know if you've ever heard of Annabelle's Wish or how popular that was. God fucking damn it. Why will it not just let me choose the full amount? But okay. Do what you want then. It's blinking between... I'll wait. Feel like a high school or middle school teacher when they're like, I'll wait when someone's being disruptive. There we go. Anyway, part of the premise of the movie was like apparently on Christmas Eve or whatever, Santa Claus, when he like goes across the country or the world or whatever, his gift to the animals is he gives them the ability to speak for one day. He lets them speak for like Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, etc. Anyway, Annabelle was a cow. And her best friend was a little boy named Billy. And apparently there was some kind of fire in the house in the barn. And his parents died. And ever since the fire, Billy lost the ability to speak. And Annabelle, she was one of those people, I know she's a cow, but she's one of those people that's really pure of heart and selfless. And she asked Santa if she could give up having her voice each Christmas so that Billy could talk again. And Santa was like, are you sure? You'll never be able to speak again. And she's like, that's okay. I want my friend to be able to talk again because he hasn't been able to talk since he was hurt in the fire and his parents died. And Santa was like, okay. So he left like this box and it looked empty, but what was inside was actually the gift of speech. And Billy got to talk again. And he got really excited. So, of course, he wanted to tell his best friend Annabelle that he could talk again. But that's when he found out that Annabelle was mute. And she'd never be able to talk again because she gave up her ability to speak so that he could speak. So he ended up taking care of her for the rest of their lives until they were both old. Once Annabelle got old, she kind of went off to die alone. And she'd seen Santa and his reindeer flying in the sky, and she kind of just wanted to see them one last time. And I don't remember everything that was said, but I know Santa decided to change her into a reindeer so that she could fly with them. It was actually a kind of a sweet movie. But that was her wish. The whole movie's about her. And there was also a little, like, a little note about the Make-A-Wish Foundation, too. Okay. I think we got a good amount today. Why is she playing with the lamp? Just lay down. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me get back up and go back into my little cozy chore room. What is she doing? I don't know how much I need to get before I can get another house expansion. I don't know how much the next one costs. Okay, so what do we have? We have a freezer. We have a stove. We have a microwave. We have a radio. There's a vacuum. And I think this was a washer. So we don't have a dryer, which I really want. We did get a fridge, though, which was nice. Actually, do we have any other furniture that can actually go in here? Something useful? What on earth? Stop. Stop moving around. Thank you. What is this? Oh, there's a toilet, but that's not really the vibe I'm going for. Ah, there's... Oh. I mean, there's a fan and there's a drying rack. When we need a sink, though, for that to make sense? I don't think we have a sink. Somehow we have 2 mantis heads, which is kind of stupid, but it's whatever. Yeah, we have an air circulator and a dish rack, but we don't have a sink. We also have dinnerware, but there's no sink. You probably need to go to bed soon then. I don't know why they gave us a lawnmower that we can't use. Wait, what? Oh, I just have 2 different color mermaid shoes. Okay. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and stick her into bed. I'll probably go out diving tomorrow, so I'll leave the wetsuit on, but I do actually wear other clothes now, so. There we go. Alright. I'll let you go to bed. I will feed my husband, and I'll see everyone tomorrow.
Meow, meow, meow. Bye.
Bye. He said bye too. I don't know if you heard him. Good night. Thank you.